Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about developments surrounding DeFi and cross-border payments on Stellar. So I recently came across this article which went into detail surrounding developments to stablecoin usage for cross-border payments and the benefits attached to stablecoin use over legacy payment infrastructure such as Swift and Western Union. So the USDC stablecoin, which is developed by Circle, is available on the Stellar network. And this means that MoneyGram, which is a direct affiliate of the Stellar network, can directly use the stablecoin to enable users to send funds to individuals who live abroad. The partnership between MoneyGram and Stellar will enable MoneyGram customers to instantly send money globally using USDC, with collection in local currency. This is showcasing potential use cases of the stablecoin, but it also provides individuals with a new way to buy and hold USDC. So the benefits attached to the usage of stablecoins for cross-border payments has led to MoneyGram and Stellar working in conjunction with the cross-border payment system Techstars, which is aiming to improve cross-border payments to the Latin American region, which in turn will lead to improvements in the ability for remittances to be sent to this region of the world, namely from North America. So the likes of Stellar, MoneyGram and Techstars have aligned their developments, especially surrounding cross-border payments to the Latin American region, namely due to the sizable number of individuals in this region of the world being unbanked or facing restrictions in their ability to have access to financial services. And due to the sizable number of individuals who don't have a bank account, they may be restricted in their ability to receive funds and remittances from family members who are currently working abroad, especially in more developed countries. However, through the use of blockchain technology, individuals don't necessarily need a bank account, and remittance funds, especially through the Stellar network, could be received by an individual if they simply have a mobile phone. So the potential utility of the Stellar network, especially in enabling cross-border payments, so the direct utility of the Stellar network to enable the ability for cross-border payments to be executed and individuals in this region of the world being able to receive funds more seamlessly could lead to individuals in this region of the world being more affluent, and their quality of life will improve overall. So another benefit attached to the use of the Stellar network, especially surrounding remittances and cross-border payments, is that the presence of the USDC stablecoin will remove the risk of price volatility being incurred to funds being sent from payers to payees in less affluent countries, whereby the sending of funds, especially through the USDC stablecoin, will mean that funds will be less volatile and funds will be directly denominated against the dollar. So there'll be a lower risk of funds and remittances facing excessive volatilities in value associated with cryptocurrency. So the active ability for the USDC stablecoin to enable the sending of funds from payers to payees via the Stellar network will overcome the limitation associated with cryptocurrency volatility. So benefits attached to cross-border payments and the Stellar network isn't limited to the Latin American region, whereby the Stellar network has been directly utilized and leveraged in cross-border payments to regions including the Philippines, China, and other Southeast Asian countries. So the cumulative effect of cross-border payments which will directly occur on the Stellar network will be bullish for the overarching Stellar network, as remittances that pass to the South American region alone amounts to over $50 billion. So the potential for billions of dollars worth of remittances passing through the Stellar network to countries in Latin America would be huge for the overarching Stellar network, as such actions will require XLM tokens to actively verify such transactions, and as a result, the demand for XLM will increase. And due to the sizable and significant increases in the demand for XLM, the price of XLM will see synonymous increases. So as well as the benefits attached to USDC and Stellar in terms of cross-border payments, the presence of the USDC stablecoin on Stellar could bring about a number of other use cases and developments, especially surrounding DeFi, whereby recently the Stellar team provided details in regards to the direct utility and availability of smart contracts on the overarching Stellar network. So the presence of the USDC stablecoin coupled with smart contracts being set to be rolled out on Stellar will bring about a number of developments and initiatives, especially surrounding DeFi, as the presence of smart contracts and the USDC stablecoin on Stellar could enable developers seeing Stellar as an ideal platform for DEX developments. So the presence of DEXs will bring another repertoire to Stellar's offerings, which in turn will lead to invariable increases to the overall utility of the Stellar network, and in turn, the demand for XLM will increase. So developments surrounding DeFi and the impending rolling out of smart contracts on the overarching Stellar network will go hand in hand with recent news of the Stellar Development Foundation launching a $30 million investment fund, which will go towards providing monetary support to initiatives which are looking to Stellar as a platform to enable DLT initiatives to take place. So the Stellar Development Foundation announced a $30 million matching fund for developers who are building apps on Stellar's blockchain. So the foundation has provided funding to a number of organizations and entities which are looking to Stellar for developments surrounding DLT, which include Fanvesta, which is an NFT marketplace directly built on the Stellar network, and Trace Finance, which is a platform which helps startups in Latin America gain access to funding by using stablecoins. So with the Stellar network already being heavily used for cross-border payments, the direct availability and usage of DeFi actions on Stellar will add to a growing list of use cases associated with Stellar. So developers, especially DeFi and DEX developers, may transition to the Stellar network over other DLTs, especially second generation DLT networks including Ethereum, due to the high degrees of scalability, throughput and cost effectiveness attached to the overarching Stellar network. Whereby in the case of throughput and scalability, transaction validation on Stellar can be induced in 3 to 5 seconds, and this is coupled with the Stellar network providing high degrees of scalability, whereby over 3,000 transactions can be actively validated and enabled through the direct use of the Stellar network. So the high degrees of scalability offered by the overarching Stellar network will mean that more developers, especially DeFi developers, could transition to Stellar and carry out their activities without overly disrupting Stellar's latency parameters. Also, transaction fees connected to the Stellar network are redundant and barely apparent. So the low fees attached to the direct usage of the Stellar network will mean that potential developers will experience less costs when they conduct activities on their respective platform. And this may be another enticing factor which draws more developers to Stellar as a whole. So overall increases in cross-border payments coupled with DeFi actions on Stellar will lead to overall and sizable increases to the overall utility of the Stellar network. And in turn, this could be beneficial for all XLM token holders, as overall increases in the utility of the Stellar network will lead to increases in the demand for XLM, which in turn will lead to increases to the price of XLM in the midterm as well as the long term. What are your thoughts on Stellar? Is 2022 Stellar's year? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video.